Hello everybody, this is Jody from JI Colors. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be not a long video, which is great. There is a tag currently created called My Creative Hobbies, and it was created by My Colorful Country Life here on YouTube. In the video description, you will find a link to her exact video. So go ahead and check her out and watch her video. It was very interesting. And it got me thinking about my own creative hobbies, and so I decided to do this tag. In the video description, you will find all of the questions. If you want to join in on this tag, feel free to do that. If you are someone who doesn't have a channel, but you want to answer some of these questions as well, I'd love to read about your hobbies in the comments below. All right, without further ado, let's start the tag. Question number 1 is, what was your very first creative hobby? And then in brackets says as an adult. And if we don't say as an adult, then I'd say I started doing hobbies as a child. I did crocheting, embroidery, sewing, those kind of hobbies. However, I didn't actually do any coloring. A little bit of coloring maybe when very young, but I did other hobbies like with beads and stuff like that, but I didn't actually do coloring until I was an adult. So my adult hobby that I pretty much did was probably scrapbooking, and I have a girlfriend who sold Creative Memories scrapbooking stuff, so I got involved with scrapbooking so that I could first off document some family holidays. And the other thing I wanted to do was I have a son, Alexander, and I wanted to document his school days. So I did from pre-kindergarten all the way up to graduating university in this one scrapbook. And so I won't show you the whole thing, but I will show you, like, this is preschool. I'll shut the light off. Preschool. And then we'll go into, like, this is second grade. And each grade will have a page like this and a little bit of information. I have 2 pages per year, sometimes an extra page. So it just keeps going. One year we went to Australia, so that was a big trip during the year. So I put that in as part of his 6th grade. Then when he went on trips with school, that information is in here. So it was senior trip. And then we have high school graduation. Then we have university items all the way to university graduation. So a nice way to have all of your years and all of the mementos that you get, like you get school pictures and all that kind of stuff. It allowed me to put it in one spot, document it, and then pass this on to him. So this is actually his to take and keep. The other scrapbook that I have done and completed is we purchased a condo in Las Vegas in 2010, and so I kind of documented all my kind of trips. So we started with memorabilia when we went to Las Vegas, and then we kind of created the home there. So a little bit of decorating stuff, and then all the different trips and the different places while we were there. Then I had girlfriends come with me. So this is like the Shelby Museum, the car museum. And I had different sets of girlfriends come. We did different things. So it's just, Vegas made it really easy to document things, because, you know, you went to places, you did things. There was events to do. We went to the Bubba Gump shrimp place with and different places where we ate. So we would collect all the different spots. So yeah, so it was nice, different way, and it's really nice for memories, because some of my friends have actually passed away. So yeah, so it's very nice to still have all those memories fresh. And so that's what scrapbooking did for me, and that was my first kind of creative hobby, that I would say. So I wonder how many of us started in adult coloring from an adjacent hobby like scrapbooking. The next question is, what hobby did you fall in love with the most or lasted the longest before discovering adult coloring? And it's a hobby, but it's not a creative hobby. and that would be reading and listening to audiobooks. I do a lot of that, and I continue to do that even now while I'm doing adult coloring. But I think when we're talking about hobbies, and it didn't start before coloring, but it certainly has gone on quite a while, and that is diamond painting. And I typically do smaller, so this is a 35 by 35. I like to do this size or 30 by 40 because I'm a very goal-orientated diamond painter or hobbyist. And when I start something, I want to finish it. So I have a bunch, I'm going to turn the light off again. I have a bunch of 30 by 40 size, and I just have them in a portfolio because these aren't necessarily ones that I want to hang up. And this is a 30 by 30. So I've done a lot, and then I have also done some miniature diamond paintings. These smaller diamond paintings are paint gem. Not this one particularly. This one was a sticker, but these ones are paint gem. And I've turned them, a lot of them, into cards that I then can give away. So I've got some of those just sitting in here waiting to be used. So let's tuck these back in. And then diamond paintings that I haven't done are also in here, and I've got the gems or the diamonds behind it. So there's a few in here that aren't done. Then these ones are completed. I like sunflowers, you may have noticed. And then this one. So I like to do diamond paintings, but I don't have always a spot to put them. Let me just adjust the camera a bit. Okay, you can see them a little bit. I love owls. Owls are my favorite. Sunflowers. So yeah, those are the ones that, this one is just a little bit too big for my portfolio. So I have that here. I have framed 2 diamond paintings, and I'll show you. This one is in my office on the wall, and this is Grogu, and I am a fan of him. So that's that one. And then I will show you a picture on screen because it's quite large of a diamond painting. And this one is called Seasons of Change. And it is a square drilled Diamond Art Club, my first Diamond Art Club diamond painting. And I did this one in tribute to my husband who passed away in August of 2022. So I did this in 2023, 2024, and yeah, so it has some meaning to me there. But those are my hobbies that I've probably fallen in love with the most, in that it's creative and I love doing it. But yes. Okay, question number 3. Have any of your past hobbies helped develop your coloring style? And I would say yes. I think that scrapbooking has helped me. I like to bring in multimedia type stuff onto my coloring pages. So I've used scrapbooking paper, stamps and stencils, the same ones that I used in scrapbooking, I've used in my coloring pages. So I do think it has affected even how I look at pages and stuff. So that's I think yes to that question. Question number 4. Which of your, and it says past hobbies, but it's going to be current for me, is which of your current hobbies or past do you still enjoy today? And as you saw, I still enjoy diamond painting. I have also been trying, I got back into, and I'll show on screen my first crocheting as an adult. I can't find it right now, so I've done 2 of these woobles. This is what the kit looks like when it comes. And so it's beginner friendly. Everything that you need is in here. It's quite good. I haven't done this small one for beginners because I've already kind of mastered this one. So I'm just saving this one for now. The next one I'm going to do is going to be for my granddaughter. And this one is more of an advanced kit. So this is Elsie. And yeah, so this is going to be a little ballerina teddy bear, and I'm hoping that I can do a good job of it. So right now I'm getting back. When I was younger, I crocheted. We all, as girls, had to learn how to crochet. We used variegated wool, and we did a crocheted afghan, and so that's where I learned to crochet, and so that's what I'm taking back up again. And I've also started taking up cross stitch. Now, cross stitch I didn't do as a child, but I did embroidery. This is my very first cross stitch project. I love lighthouses. I went to a trip to Halifax and to Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia with a girlfriend in 2015. Oh my goodness. And we went to a lot of lighthouses. So it has quite a bit of meaning to me. And so this was my first cross stitch, and I shared it here on my channel as the progress was going along. So this is the final, and I just have it right now in a magnetic frame on my wall until I can decide how I actually want to frame it. But that's one, and I'm currently just finished this cross stitch. My cross stitch for my future grandchild's nursery wall, and I'll put a picture on screen here. And so that is a so far I've just done pre-printed cross stitch pieces. So there is a pattern already on the canvas. You cross stitch it and then you wash it in cold water, and all of the lines disappear. So the pattern goes away, and you're just left with the cross stitch. So this was a really ambitious kind of goal for me, but I wanted to get it done for my grandchild, and I really happy with how it turned out, and I hope they love it. Okay, for question number 5, do you ever blend your hobbies together? For example, using scrapbooking supplies in your coloring and combining diamond painting and coloring. I haven't tried doing diamond painting with my coloring yet, although that is something that's kind of an interesting idea for me. But I certainly have done scrapbooking, and this is one of my recent ones. And what I've done is taken paper and I've brought it onto the page. So all the leaves are actually paper, and so is the shell on my tortoise here, and then the bunny is all paper. So I've started to bring in, so kind of like collage, and I'm using scrapbooking supplies and different techniques to bring that in and to my adult coloring. So this is kind of where I'm going. I started though way back when I was doing the way home, and using stencils and paint and stuff like that. So I've always had a lot of fun doing background. So brought in paper here, so more paper. So I certainly have been doing that kind of since the beginning. So stencils and paint and stickles, the stuff that I washi tape. So definitely I would say I do mix my hobbies together, and it's certainly been fun. This was a whole, I brought in stickers, and this is scrapbooking paper here. So definitely lots of more stickers. I think we all kind of do that. But yeah, and this is a scrapbooking, had for a certain size album, but it was fun paper, so I brought it in to this. So definitely I would say that I do mix my hobbies together, and that makes it more creative for me. Question number 6, are there any hobbies you've tried but didn't stick with? Yes, I did some ceramics for a while, where you buy ceramics that are already pre-poured. You fire them, paint them, fire them. I did that for a couple of years, and then I got kind of tired of it. I mean, you can only make so many items and that are useful. And then the other item or hobby I tried was knitting, and I'm okay with crocheting, one hand with a needle and the other with the yarn, but two hands going at the same time with needles, I'm just not good. So I never really fully mastered that, and I never completed a lot of projects. I tried a few, but definitely knitting is not for me. Question number 7. What hobby would you love to try in the future? And this is something I've actually started. I joined the Sarah Burns studio. She had and I believe the subscription is still up and available, but it was a 12-month learning how to paint landscapes with gouache. And so Sarah Burns is here on YouTube, and I'll link her channel. It was a combination of Sarah Burns and Craft Ammo. Every month you would get, for 12 months, you would get a new box that held the gouache paint, 2 paint brushes, and a card that showed you the painting that we were going to do. So this was painting number 1, and my first attempt was this one. I've never shown it on screen before, but this was my first attempt. I'm still refining my skills and learning, so still have more to learn, but that's what I'm trying to do this year. I have all 12 boxes, and so like I said, this is box number 1. I'm currently working on box number 2, so I'm quite far behind, but that's okay. This is a hobby that I'm doing at my pace and just doing it for my benefit. So number 8, what do your hobbies mean to you personally? Are they relaxing, creative, nostalgic, or something else? And I'm going to show on screen here the picture of the diamond painting of Seasons of Change. And my hobbies are just for being creative and a little bit relaxing, but just mainly for having fun. The diamond painting here, though, I kind of did, like I mentioned, as a tribute to my husband. He was an avid hunter. We have a beautiful acreage here, which I enjoy seeing the change of the seasons, which I share sometimes on the channel. I view out my window. So the whole picture meant something to me. And so, yeah, so sometimes I do it for creative reasons, and sometimes they just help you work through a few items. Number 9 kind of helps with number 8, which are how have your hobbies helped you through different seasons of life? And that's exactly how I envision things, is different seasons of your life. You go through different things, different challenges. And yeah, I think that being creative certainly helps me just move along and still feel productive. I'm a very goal-orientated person. I'm an accountant, and I do like being productive, so being creative, even if I'm sick and I'm able to actually do a bunch of physical work outside, I can still be creative inside, and that keeps me feeling like I'm being accomplished. So number 10, can you show or describe a favorite past project from another hobby? And I would bring to mind, I made 2 Coraline mini-me type dolls, and these are ones that I made totally from scratch. So everything on these dolls was me. So I built the armature, I built their movable. The clothes were mine from other items. The hair I made from actual yarn that I did. There's fake eyelashes. There's actually little earrings with the letter J in the ears. I did all the painting. So yeah, so totally something I had never done before. And this is me. So this is me with my brown, I used to have brown hair and it's been turning gray. So this is Mini-Me Jody. And then we have my husband. This is Mini-Me Henry. And he had glasses, so there's his glasses. He's got a black coat, and he also has a tie-dye shirt. My husband always wore tie-dye shirts, so this is actually one of his shirts that I used. He also loved the smiley face logo. He also was an avid hunter, so we've got camouflage pants, and his whole body is actually made of tie-dye. And I have I'll insert a picture of him holding the Mini-Me doll. And again, he's posable as well. The arms move, everything moves. So yeah, that was first time I've ever done anything like that. And I do have a short on my channel of how I made the Mini Me, and that short, I'll try and link that in the description as below as well. I watched a video here on YouTube about doing a Coraline doll, and I kind of took that inspiration and made one myself. So no pattern, no nothing. It was quite the endeavor, and yeah, really happy with how these both turned out. And now that my husband has passed, it's kind of they make them even more special. So those are my past projects from another hobby that I treasure. All right, those are my answers to the 10 questions. I hope you enjoyed hearing my answers and seeing some of my other hobbies. I look forward to seeing other colorist YouTube's channels videos, hopefully, and I also look forward to reading some of your comments below in the comment section. All right, everyone, I know this was a short video today, but it's Sunday and I'm sure you have many things to get cracking and doing. Still no word on the baby front. I will let you know when the little blessing arrives, and until then, I hope you have a colorful and creative day, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.